On Thursday, 11th September 2014, or should we say September 11, 9/11. 9/11 is a date which is close to the heart of the Zionists. So they have taken this opportunity to make some announcements, some of which we will be covering in a separate address. We will not deal with in our weekly address, but it is of so profound importance and significance that we will deal with it separately. But as far as the main news goes, on 11 September 2014, it is US set for airstrikes against ISIS in Syria. Now, this was always the game plan. What US essentially wants to do is to target both ISIS and Syria. Remember, if you remember from the last week's address, that how this has been proposed and this had come out to be false, and we had stated that this alliance between US and Syria is not a possibility against ISIS, because though ISIS is the common enemy of US as well as Syria, but US is against the Assad government, against the president of Syria, Bashar al-Assad. So US has two enemies, both Syria as well as ISIS. So what US essentially wants to do is to create a scenario by which it will be able to launch airstrikes against ISIS, and this will be used as a pretext to destabilize the Syrian government, Assad. So this was a ploy, and this is what they're going to do. And in this strategy, the report also adds that Obama may seek India's help in the crisis in West Asia to deal with in its attempt to form policies in West Asia. And we had indicated to you in the past that India is a very strategic ally of Israel and the US. So that fact is also coming to light time and again. So India to seek, Obama says, US to seek help, India's help in this West Asian crisis. So apart from this, there is again a very disturbing news, that of Yazidi girls who were captured by ISIS forcefully. They have revealed, those who have been able to escape from the ISIS clutch, they have revealed about sex abuse. And this was always our concern, and we had expressed our concern regarding this. And some of you, for stating this, had gone out on an all-out attack against me, as if I had said something terrible or something wrong. What do you want? Do you want girls, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, that's not a concern, to be raped, to be subjected to sexual humiliation and sex abuse by a group of terrorists who claim to be Muslims but who are not Muslims, or whatever, Muslims or non-Muslim? This is what you want? Will you send your mothers and your sisters and your wives and your daughters to face the ISIS brutality? Will you do that? Stop talking your nonsense. You say, what is the proof? You claim that I don't have proof. What is the proof? I've been very clear in my statements that we have been reporting, we have been analyzing global events which are reported on a daily basis. If you don't understand English, you should go back and take admission in class 1 and learn English and then come back and before commenting. We have very categorically and plainly stated that what we do essentially in these addresses, not in my other public lectures and talks, there we deal with the subjects in details. But in these addresses, we are taking every day's news and filtering out those which have eschatological significance, and we are giving our analysis for that day's reports. So the source is very clear. And you say, why should anyone accept your words without any proof? What's the proof? The proof is in front of your eyes, and it comes in front of your eyes every day. And if you are reading the news in the internet, it comes in front of you at every moment. What proof do you want? What sort of nonsensical, idiotic talk is this? Yes, you have every right to comment critically, and you should do that. You should have constructive criticism. That's perfectly okay, and that's actually good. It encourages discussion. But just to say things, random things, arbitrary things, without even thinking what you're saying, it makes no sense. What is the proof if the news is correct? That's what you will say. Ask the victims who have suffered the brutality. Ask them. Don't ask me. And send your relatives and your family and your friends and your neighbors. All sorts of nonsensical support for ISIS. I mean, the ISIS, the Zionist ploy of promoting ISIS has been a massive success, a colossal success, I must say. That it has been able to brainwash a considerable portion of the Muslim Ummah who actually believe that the Khilafah has been restored. I don't think I should say anything more about this. It's very plain and clear and simple about the ISIS brutality. You just have to ask the victims, or should send your mothers and your sisters and your wives and your daughters, and then ask them how ISIS treats them. Then you will come to know the truth. So that's it.